The chair. The chair was a set of 2 chairs I picked up on Freecycle in 2011. We just not long moved into this flat in Honor Oak, and we didn't have any furniture at the time, and obviously because we just bought the place we didn't have much money. I use Freecycle quite a lot. I'm a big fan of Freecycle, reusing stuff, not just sort of letting it end up in landfill. So at the time I was going to have a party for my family. I've got quite a big family. I'm the youngest of 7 children, so I've got lots of brothers and sisters coming round, and so I needed a little bit more furniture than we had. So I was going around on Freecycle picking bits and pieces up from various places. These 2 chairs came from a place in Deptford. I think it might have been a house clearance. When I picked them up, they were very beautiful chairs, but they'd obviously been in the house where someone smoked, and they absolutely stank. I think I bought them up just before the party, so I didn't have much chance to do anything with them. I think I aired them on the balcony trying to get rid of the smell of the smoke anyhow. I just remember it was a good party, but I remember being a bit embarrassed by the chairs that absolutely stank. Shortly after that, I decided to re-upholster them, mainly to get rid of the smell of the smoke. But when I started to take all the seat pad apart, it was quite kind of degraded, and so I had to take the whole thing apart. I cut up a piece of wood to replace it, and then got some padding and re-upholstered it myself. Used the material that's on it. I'd also picked up on Freecycle, so it was in my sewing box, and I just did that, and we used those 2 chairs for most of the time. We've acquired chairs over the years from various places, so we ended up having too many chairs, and that had slightly broken, so I decided again to give it away on Freecycle, and that's when obviously Eugenia has come along and expressed interest in the chair. So I've also given 2 pairs of jeans. I always wear jeans. They're kind of like a bit like my uniform. Apart from, as my son says, I wear my blue dress at parties. So I've had jeans over the years. 1 pair doesn't fit me anymore, unfortunately. But they had also ripped, and I was going to reuse them and make them into something else. So they're in my sewing box. But I've never really got round to it. And the other pair of jeans were I plan to use as sort of my work jeans when I sort of do DIY. So I gave those away because I thought they'd be quite good with the chair, because I suppose they're sort of hard-wearing material, and they kind of represent me because I'm always in jeans. Would I consider taking the chair back? Absolutely. I'm sort of big believer in sort of reusing and repurposing stuff, and I like to do that around the house and sort of take things and sort of decorate it, and but I don't always have the time to do that. So I've been really interested to see what the chair looks like and have it back in the house. Maybe get rid of a different chair.